Hello there. Today we're doing things a little differently. I'm not just going to chat at you. Instead, we're going to stretch. Actually, this is kind of like how September's been going so far video-wise. We're just kind of moving about, doing our thing, connecting with ourselves. Because for some reason I feel like September is such a good time to get connected with you. Changing seasons feels like the best time for me to be like, oh, remember, I need to focus on me. So in that breath, I had thought for a couple weeks, let's do a full body stretching video, just something nice and relaxing. And just yesterday, I pulled some kind of muscle in my back, and then threw up my arm randomly doing something stupid like opening a container. So I think it's time to stop neglecting my stretching, and might as well share this experience with you of decompressing and doing something good for my body. So first, we're just going to start with a deep breath. And try to remember to breathe throughout this. I will do the same. And let's roll the head very gently. Your neck is a delicate part of your body. You want to keep it limber, but you don't want to do anything that could compromise the integrity of your neck, which is why a lot of the time, especially in the arts, dancers, performers, we want to make sure that we're letting our head float on top of our spine, so we're not putting all our tension into our neck. So you can just play around with rotations, and then back and forth both ways. This side, over this side. Let's bring it back over here. Let's take a gentle pull, I guess. I don't love the word pull for this, just a little bit of weight on top of your head. Give it an extra stretch. There's a lot of stuff going on in my house right now. You may be able to hear my dad watching TV downstairs. Andrew's listening to music while he does his work. So there's a lot of noises going on. And then my dog just, sometimes he's taking naps, sometimes he's running around like a little hurricane. So a lot of high energy going on. And I had to do a bunch of chores today and run errands. So this is my first time to pause and not do anything. Some light stuff for your head. And give your arms a little stretch. We're going to work our way down. Whether or not it's a good thing, I put a lot of focus on leg stretching. I think it's mostly to do with how many muscles you're using in your legs. I feel like that's what people tend to focus on. Don't neglect any other part of your body, but I feel like it's definitely the prime real estate to be working on. And as you can see, I'm just in an itty-bitty little office right now. A lot of the times I'll do my workouts and everything up in my little living space. I live in my parents' house right now. So me and my fiance basically have a little studio apartment here. So I find wherever I can to do my exercises and do all the work I need to do. It's always good to put in a little extra motion in your stretching, especially if you haven't worked out yet in the day. Just to create a little bit of heat in your muscles. You want to put those behind your back and tip it forward. You can also do the stretch standing, kneeling, whatever you want. All of this part you can. Doesn't matter to me. I like sitting. Alright. I am going to move into... Let's do a little cat-cow just to get a little back action in here. So get on all fours, hands under your shoulders, and legs lined up at a nice 90-degree angle. And we're going to cat. This is a good time for the cat, seeing as it's Halloween, because I feel like this is the kind of cat you tend to see during the Halloween season, is the one that's like, meh. And then we're gonna cow. Part of me gets why this is cow. Part of me doesn't, but that's okay. It goes together well. Cat and cow. I like to do a nice inhale on the cat, exhale on the cow. It just feels right. Moving side to side. Andrew.
Are you making a video?
Yes. And we're back. Andrew just walked into the room, mostly to ask me what I wanted for dinner. So, important things. Anyway, let's get a little side to side. Kind of make it a little curled C. Feels nice in the sides, especially with the muscle I pulled in my back. It's like, oh, sweet relief. Why don't we just sit back into a child's pose, like my favorite thing. I love this pose. Right here, you're kind of sitting back. You are on your stomach with your thighs up against you. And when you breathe, it's actually a good massage for your organs. I know it might sound weird, but it's really good. It's like detoxing. I got that from a yoga instructor. I'm not just making things up. Ooh, I don't know if you also felt some heat in your shoulders on that, but that was good. It was a nice stretch. Alright. Now this first one, for the legs, because you know me, I gotta spend most of my time there. I don't know if you just heard me pop, but I popped in my hips. That happens. If you can cross all the way over in this little kind of awkward thing, this pose is easier for people with more open hips, which apparently I have because I can go all the way over on this. Yeah, I like to stretch it a little bit forward, and then eventually release it. This is nice. You can feel it like up under your booty and your thighs. Release it down. For any of these stretches, if you're looking to like increase your stretch a little bit, dig a little deeper, I suggest just doing it on a breathe in, breathe out, and go. Not too hard, not too fast, but like I feel like I can go deeper if I give it a good breath into it. So it's hard to believe that September is almost over. It's probably because fall is my favorite month that I feel that way. I don't know if the pandemic has anything to do with that. Time is irrelevant. But yeah, and I will be getting married in a couple of weeks. Another reason that's like there's a lot of energy going on. Some stress, not a ton, just like the positive, anxious energy of getting down to the wire. Yeah, everything's good on that front. All things considered, good things. Another tip is while you're stretching to really reinforce the positivity in your life. Think on all the positive thoughts. It's a good reset time for your brain when you might have had a bunch of negativity flowing through it, either from exterior or interior forces. It's a good time to remember what's going really well in your life and really dreaming and envisioning the good things to come, and the goals you want to reach, where you want to be later in life. Visualization is such a powerful thing. So this is a good time to reflect. Love this morning, so it's forever. This and pigeon. I'm going to unwind, and we're going to slowly open up. Woo! Wide stretch. You want to just ease into this, slowly bringing your legs up, circling your feet, taking a little point, flex, and push, and flex. Oh, this is so good. I've been neglecting my stretching. I did a straight month of a blog Pilates calendar. I don't know if you've seen her on YouTube, but she's amazing, and I finally finished her entire calendar, and I'm so proud of myself. But besides her stretch days that were part of the calendar, I kind of neglected my stretching. I don't know, I felt like I didn't have enough time in the morning or something to fit it all in. I should really just do it at night if I need to, but this is me trying to make up for all of it. So I'm a little bit tighter than usual because of all that sitting around, working out, not stretching before or after like a hoodlum. I like to kind of go like this just to create a little heat, get my body used to this open gait. It feels nice. If you want to reach forward, kind of like tiptoe your fingers down. Yeah. I've heard a lot about how long to hold a stretch. Some people are like, oh, do it for a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Or some people are like, it doesn't even matter. I'm in the realm of like, it depends on the stretch, I think. There are some stretches that rely a lot on like your gravity slowly opening you up or pulling you more into the stretch. I think those maybe holding it longer is helpful, but for the most part, I think a good 30, 45 seconds at the most is fine. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference either way. But it also depends on you. It depends on why you're stretching. I know there have been a lot of dancers in my life, very serious dancers, who had to stretch 1 or 2 hours, something like that, every day. It was something crazy. It was super involved. This is like your general head to toe kind of stretch. This is kind of what I do on the daily. This is what I like to do when I go to auditions. But yeah, some people can stretch for a couple of hours, and I'd love to take a stretching class, but I cannot motivate myself to stretch for an hour or 2. That is pure craziness, and more power to those people. And I like to do kind of a dancer style stretch over and then across. And whenever you're stretching in a motion kind of like this, you're going past your foot and straight. You don't want to go down because that's not doing enough for you. Stretching out and eventually relaxing it down. You know, relax it down after you've earned the chance to relax it down. You know what I'm saying? And I really want to get a big mirror at some point so I can see like the curvature of my spine and everything, because I'm trying my best to flat back forward on stuff like this, because it's a better stretch, it goes a little deeper, it's a little more challenging, but of course curving it down, there is nothing wrong with that after you've earned a good relax down. Alright, so just like move those in. I'll go this way. Let's do a flex, point, flex, point, flex, and point. A few circles outward. You can bring it in the reverse direction. I think there are a couple of dog hairs in my mat from my dog. It's unavoidable, if you ask me. If anybody out there has a dog, a cat, whatever that has fur, and it doesn't get in your mat, ow. You're a magician that I don't understand. Alright. Let's bring that forward. I'm gonna watch this video later and be correcting my form all over the place. I just know it. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe this is for just as much for me as it is for anybody else, and that works for me. It's pretty warm in this room too, which is honestly good for stretching out some muscles. My fiance always makes fun of me when I stretch like this because he thinks I look like some kind of meme. I don't know. When I stretch just out towards nothing. the under part, like the backs of my legs are definitely the tighter parts of me because I can't get as intense. Like some people can fold in half. Maybe someday. Okay. I want to go into a nice high lunge. Like this. I'm gonna stay. I don't usually go up, but you can go up if you want to. I just like to rock right here, creating a little bit of heat. And then if you are comfortable and feel prepared to do so, then you can bring it down in this position and keep stretching. Got to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And keep it still right there. And I'll alternate between pulling myself up and going down when I'm taking the lunge further and further to the ground. Okay. And now one of my other favorites that I like to sit in forever, the pigeon. So you're trying to get this leg out as much at a 90-degree angle as possible. You'll be able to see it better on the other side. But lost my train of thought. But yeah, you're trying to get that out. Everything else sitting on top of each other. Your back leg is straight back. All of this in alignment. And yeah, you're aiming to sit your booty on the ground. My booty's almost on the ground. We're close, but not quite. And then I just like to do this. It feels good. You gotta love a stretch that you can kind of just sit in. And you could practically take a nap. Ooh, my highlighter looks really good in the camera. Not to be vain, but I just got a new highlighter. I'm actually wearing 2 highlighters. I got 2 new highlighters and they're amazing. Let's not waste half a video length on my pigeon, as much as I love it. Then I like to go right to the other side. I'm gonna eventually drop into the splits, but I like to make sure that both sides are prepped before we try that, because you're gonna be stretching both legs when we do the split, so why wouldn't you want both of them to be nice and warm, stretchy, flexible? Whenever I feel like stuck for a stretch, especially if you're warming up at an audition or something, sometimes nerves can make us forget basic things. Take a look at this video. Oh my god, I didn't go down. One of my determinations in school to get more flexible was so I could go to auditions and do intimidation stretching. I don't know, it's dumb, but it is something people do, and it makes me feel a little more confident if I'm more stretchy and flexible there. But of course I also don't want to get hurt and don't want to pull anything, and I want to be a professional. Does anybody, when you're wearing your mask, like, I just started a new job and I'm wearing a mask like 8 to 10 hours a day. Do you like forget to breathe? Like really breathe? Like sometimes I'll forget to breathe in general, but like while I'm wearing my mask for some reason I'll forget big time, and then all of a sudden I'm doing this giant exhale and like I really hope nobody thinks I'm giving attitude right now. I just forget to breathe, more so when I'm wearing my mask for some reason. But I can breathe in my mask. Fun fact. So wearing a mask, I'll keep saying it. see. Yeah. I almost forgot. Woo! I like to do a little extra stretch when I'm in pigeon. So, just gonna hold that so I can stretch the top of my legs. There's a whole bunch of stretches I do. I don't necessarily. I think I did this better. No. I don't necessarily do the same stretch every time. It really depends on the day, what I feel like doing. There are some core ones that I will do pretty much always. But then there are some that I rotate out because you don't want to get bored just as much as your workouts or anything. Don't get bored with your stretching. Whew. So tight. Someday I'll touch the ground. I think a fly just. Oh, that is a beetle. Ugh. Okay. Thank God we're almost near the end of the stretching because that is a giant beetle on my wall. And I don't like that. Yeah, I like to wear my socks when I'm doing the warm-up stretching of the split because I really hate when my feet skitter across the ground with that friction. It freaks me out. I don't like it. Woo. So, before I get attacked by a beetle, I'm gonna side off with you guys. But thank you for watching this video. I hope that it helps you get in some good stretching ideas. Take a second for yourself. Take as long as you want with the stretching and enjoy. Alright, here the video ends and the work begins. Let's support each other.